can hear the TV. It's very loud in this room. That's what we were pointing at. Yeah.
What's that going to?
Hello. Now batting. Sounds pretty good.
It's Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Number 2.
Didn't go to his funeral, right, Rico?
No, I watched there's a guy on Staten Island who could do Bob Shepard. One guy, there was rumors that, like, until you saw the guy, they said one guy had a box, a voice translator, but the guy I watched literally would go like this and fucking muster up the strength, and he would do it to a T. It was very good.
All right, what's up, boys? It is Pick Central coming off of week 0, but we have now arrived in a week that has full-ass college football. We got Thursday night football. I think we got one Wednesday night game. We got a Wednesday night game. Is it UAB Jacksonville State?
Jacksonville State. I don't have a read on Jacksonville State.
I don't either.
Also, UAB is not necessarily
Jacksonville State, usually very athletic, takes a lot of kids to get kicked out of D1 schools.
UAB played somebody last year that they let hang around as well. So I don't think I'm laying it with UAB. I think I'm watching.
We'll see. I saw an article yesterday that said the Big 12 should jump into SEC country and take UAB. And I'm thinking, no, they shouldn't. They really shouldn't. All right, there's a lot of things going on in the sports world. First of all, let's start like this. Ben, I hope everybody down in Louisiana, as far as your family, is okay. Certainly New Orleans took it on the chin. Sorry about that.
Yeah, my folks are all right. They're in North Louisiana and Mississippi, but do want to say, man, thinking, thoughts, prayers, everything for South Louisiana. The area east of Baton Rouge, between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, that was more rural, got, destroyed. Like Laplace and Raceland, some areas y'all hadn't heard of nationally. New Orleans could be without power for 3 or 4 weeks. I think the NFL, the Saints-Packers opener is even in jeopardy. A transmission fell that ran power for the entire area. The reports, I hate to say this, I hate to be negative, but the reports I'm hearing from everybody down there, or whatever you're hearing on the news, it's worse, which you really hate to hear, and it's just sad, man. 16 years after Katrina, it's tough.
Did I hear something crazy? It was to the day?
Yeah, it was 16 years.
August 29th.
August 29th.
That's sick.
They were more prepared for Ida than Katrina. They have a $15 billion hurricane relief fund in play. The levees didn't breach this time. The levees broke in some of the areas I was talking about.
Right.
Lafitte especially, 200 people were trapped. It's some really bad stuff. Roofs coming off, a hospital caved in Raceland. They couldn't even have to take people off oxygen. This is horror show stuff. Y'all know me that follow me. I don't try to be negative, but I'm just trying to raise awareness to this.
No,
my people are struggling. I'll have a blog out about it, and we appreciate the support. And we're going to try to do some Barstool stuff with Penn to hopefully, I don't know if we're going to do shirts or what for Hurricane Relief Fund, but we're going to do something.
Yeah, that is the good thing. Usually when there's something bad, there's a shirt. So
we're going to do
some shoes, Ben?
I did. So a stoolie sent me, because I obviously had these, I kick all y'all. Y'all have great kicks, man.
Right,
the kicks in the office. But a stoolie sent me a DM like, hey, man, I got this extra pair of these shoes. I don't want them. I'm just going to send them to you because you can tell I was looking withered.
Wait.
No, he said but they're
some guys had extra shoes and sent it to you.
Yeah, he said they're size 12, and I'm usually 10.5, so I wasn't sure they could fit, but they're fitting.
When I saw the shoes, he offered them to me if they didn't fit him. I was a little upset once I saw them.
I guess he was tired of me looking withered.
11.5.
I had the withered New Balances. I ran too many miles in, so now I'm looking a little fresh, and appreciate it.
So you were a 10.5, and you're just rocking a 12 now?
Yeah, I'm rocking 12, man. Yeah.
All right. Secondly, shout out Mush the Line. Started today. How'd the first show go?
Great.
Watch it every day at 11. He's going to have different guests. I believe Kelly in Vegas tomorrow. Today he had a smorgasbord of people in there.
Yeah, Eddie, Big Cat, Rico. It's a great show. It's it needs a lot of numbers, supposedly.
So what?
Supposedly.
I say with a V.
Okay, fair enough.
It was the Mississippi State jersey an homage to Brandon on your first day?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Pure coincidence.
I just wore this jersey today.
It's a good-looking jersey.
It's a great-looking jersey.
By the way, I love the way this side of the room is looking. You got your maroon shirt on.
We do.
Is that why when Mississippi was talking, you were just staring at me?
Yeah, I was looking at the side of the room. I was like, I know he's wearing a Mississippi State.
Feels home.
You look Mississippi State too.
I was staring a hole through you, and you never made eye contact, but you were staring. Right
I was looking at your shirt.
You were looking right at me.
I was looking at them titties, boy.
Yeah.
So I know that we're just gonna. I think we might tear each other apart on this Paul Woodley fight because. Marty, your take's a little ridiculous.
No, it's not. If you actually listen to it, I will. Let me explain it.
No. We'll get to it. Okay. So we'll have our picks. Marty is leading. We got, 2 days left? Today's the 30th?
Shout out me and Big F.
So today and tomorrow,
rolling.
You got to run for, Big F, you got to make a run for $500. bonus cash here in the.
I'm kind of heartbroken. I'll take this one in the chin. I should have just tweeted out to make an official pick. I had said all week Jake Paul by decision.
Yeah.
You
I
said it.
said it numerous times. I know I didn't tweet it officially, so
I think
that's a tough one to swallow. I don't come in expecting to
Whoa.
get it.
Whoa. We're not giving him plus 1,000.
Well, I mean,
But you have to tag. That's the rule.
Sometimes on the week.
But
yeah.
is saying it on the show, saying like I like that's not enough?
No.
Not I
For
like.
sure
You
not.
have to say. It,
Well, I didn't. I
declare.
wouldn't say not like. I said that's the way I'm. I said that's the way I'm approaching it.
All right.
I bet slips to prove it.
We
Should've
get
put that
hairy. We get hairy. If I mean, well, I bet
I
things
got
too
slips
I don't
to show
say.
it. I hit pretty
No, but
big.
I bet
right.
things that I don't say. Like I bet things that
But
I
I'm
don't.
saying I
support.
said it though.
I'm just saying I think it gets a little hairy if we don't put it on the card.
All right, very quickly, let's do some little maintenance here as we go into September. So we might jump it up to $1,000 cash. It might stay at $500 cash because we got football.
I like that. It's exciting.
Just have a seizure.
Stirring the
exciting.
pot.
So what do we want to do for September? Take the limits off, where it's not a 5-pick-a-day limit.
Yeah, you have to. It's on
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday
Or maybe
especially.
I was gonna say maybe on just for weekends. Maybe I don't know if
Fair enough when no one like fires in these miracle parlays at the end. Everyone's pretty much betting what they're betting.
But I think a minimum is important. Like if Marty, if Marty couldn't just not bet today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I would
Can't
bet
freeze
one.
it.
But like
Can't
on
freeze it.
on a Monday night, before you know it, like if you have side total, first half, and player prop, that's 4 already. So like
Yeah, I think
to
we
only
I think
limit
we
it to
lift
5.
We
If
lift
you
it.
really like something, you just go after
right.
player props. I don't have a problem with
minimum
that.
is 3, no limit. We're like
No.
Master P in 1998, no limit.
Yeah, just
go
roll.
with it. Yeah,
The no limit soldiers.
Saturday and Sunday. I mean, there's going to be 17 play cards. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, I looked.
That's also a fraction of the games. It's like 100 games.
I wrote down my picks or what I'm leaning towards Saturday. I've got 20 games.
Good.
So,
That's what
Doesn't
we're
that
gonna
make you
do.
so excited, Brandon?
yeah.
Just make sure it gets either on Twitter or to the group chat so that we can record it properly.
Okay. All right. Fair
Also,
enough.
you want to go over the other housekeeping thing?
So as far as right now, we're going to be starting every day at 12, right?
We're a noon show now.
We're no longer at 11:55. We're at 12.
That
Nice.
makes me so happy.
I
didn't
like
like
it too.
the
I like it
55?
too.
No, I hate the 11:55.
It's weird
TBS
for
in the
people
90s.
following it too.
12, you always know it's a good time. Like 11:55 seems like a random.
I'm just
time.
not sure Smitty should be on the picture if we're being honest.
He's a good contributor.
If we, he is more than you. So okay, yeah.
I mean, how'd you like the way Brandon and everyone here handled Friday?
Couldn't tell you.
So we're just going to lie on a Monday.
Couldn't tell you.
Why are you sitting in that seat?
Closer to the door in case I got to go out.
You're not sitting in that seat because he sat in that seat.
In case it gets hot.
Did
and
you
I
not
need to go
announce
get
before the
water.
show? Oh, I'm running out of seats.
Listen, dehydration is a serious thing. Water's right here. I wanted to be closer
so
to the
you
water.
knew where he sat, but you couldn't tell.
It's still summer, Brandon. I don't know if you know.
but you
hot.
sat. It was summer last week when you sat in that chair.
I like to move around. I can look at my friends.
Okay, move around now. Sit in one of those 2 empty chairs.
Okay. They already have the angles queued up.
So, what about how's the sauce and the and all that stuff?
Ziti.
going?
TBD.
I don't think it is. There was a pretty declarative statement on Friday. Not from me. I don't have the stroke.
TBD.
TBD. At a time, TDB. Okay. So we got Rough and Rowdy the other night. I want to shout out that because
Bobby Lang.
I thought that was the best Rough and Rowdy we've ever
I was
done.
gonna say it's not one of it. It was the best one.
And not just the fights and not just the commentary, like the production looked it just looked better than it's ever looked. So shout out to the production guys. Shout out to Pete. Rough and Rowdy was
Peter
fantastic.
already shouted himself out on
He
Twitter. It's
did.
fine.
He did, but
It
that's
was good.
fine.
No, good for Pete, but he shouted himself out. Once you shout yourself out, you don't really need to be shouted out.
I mean, we all shout each other. I shout myself out all the time. You shout yourself out. So
yeah.
I'll give Pete a shout out.
Chef Donnie too. What a performance!
Yes.
That was honestly, I thought that was the weirdest fight of the night. I didn't understand QCP. He did not know how to throw a punch.
Not at all.
That's what I felt about Woodley for like the first 2 rounds last night.
Yeah, well, let's.
Yeah, we'll ease into that.
Don't get me started.
We'll talk about the Mets. I want to hear your thoughts on the Little League World Series, and then we'll get some calls. 646-291-2437. Last night, Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley, Barstool boys there. They go 0-5. They just never win a bet. It was hysterical the whole night. Dan and Dave looked great. It was fantastic. Barstool Sports logo on the ring. Barstool Sports Sportsbook logo all over the place. Great stuff.
On the guy's clothes.
The card itself, I thought, was really good up until the main event. Like, the main event existed. Marty, I guess I'll let you get your take off, and then I'll follow with my take. Why don't you lead off this discussion?
Okay, so everyone was coming after me last night, and when I mean everyone, I had 200 comments on my tweet.
Okay.
That's not ever a good thing usually. But let me tell you something. So Jake Paul, I know I don't expect him to be the champion of the world in his weight class of boxing. I don't think that he is that level, but I do think he has the ability to become a competent fighter. He's had 4 fights.
Right.
No professional boxer is supposed to fight Canelo in his 5th fight or like fight the top of the top.
Okay.
So he's going at a certain way where it's perfect of what he's doing.
Okay, fair enough. But every professional boxer who is 4-0 has at least fought other professional boxers.
Yeah, but the thing is, but
Why
not
are you
really.
rolling your eyes?
But
That's
not,
true.
They really aren't.
No,
though.
I mean
They really are.
But
I think Woodley is a better fighter than the fucking schmuck.
No,
that
but
he
they
doesn't know how to
first
throw a
took.
punch.
No, but let's look at someone like Tommy Fury is the perfect example. If you want to give respect for him beating somebody who's 0-26, who's 10-122, God bless
So,
him.
honestly-
I think Woodley's much more dangerous than you want to talk tomato can. That's a fucking tomato can.
Guy's 0-20.
You literally get paid to lose boxing fights. If you want to put respect on that, go ahead. My point is,
Wait. Let me finish real quick
Go
because when everyone's saying, "Oh well, fight a real fighter," but you said that at the last time when he fought Askren, and it's like, "I'll fight someone else," and he's all right. I'll fight Woodley, who is a striker who has beaten the shit out of someone with his right hand.
All right.
And now they did that. Now he wins. Well, fight a real fighter. Well, you can't keep doing. You can't keep asking and asking. And again, I'm not. I think that he has a potential to be a good fighter. Last night was good for him, I think, because he got through. That's the first time he's been punched and gotten kind of knocked down that 4th round. And I think it was the way he responded and still fought and won that fight is perfect for him. And everyone is going to watch the shit out of his next fight.
He is a phenomenal promoter. He is a phenomenal hype man. He is a phenomenal guy to build. I mean, knows how to make money, period. And it's a shot in the arm for boxing, and that's great. I don't know how you could watch him and say he might be a competent boxer. I just don't know how we know yet. Like, he was literally rewarded that he never really stunned Woodley at all. He just was more competent standing there and throwing punches because Woodley refused to fight for 2 rounds. Finally started throwing punches and then just would not engage at all.
Yeah, he just kept
It's
his hands up like that.
Yeah, I don't like Jake Paul looks the part of a fighter. And he's able to throw some combos and throw some things, but I don't know if he's in there with just any boxer with any skill whatsoever, maybe not any skill, but if he's in there with a professional boxer that knows how to professionally box, they're knocking him out in the 4th round.
no,
Period.
I think my takeaway was I like people know I've been on the Jake Paul hype train, but I'm a straight shooter when it comes. I'll tell what I see. I think Jake Paul was humbled last night. I think he showed some good and some bad. I think he showed the ability to get hit, bite down to the mouthpiece, come back, keep fighting. But at the same time, I think even he knew himself. You saw kind of his post. He was like, I'm going to take a step back and reevaluate some things. Because I said the whole time, Tyron Woodley is not a boxer.
Right.
And I think he proved that very clearly that he was not a boxer. He does not have he wasn't able to use the jab. Really, what won Jake Paul the fight was just sticking that jab out. He just kept sticking out, pointing him. I mean, there was multiple. The one thing was, I think it was crazy that one judge gave Woodley the fight because I just can't fathom how you could have given him 5 rounds when there was multiple of those rounds he landed like 3 punches.
Okay,
Jake Paul might have landed 8. But it's boxing. It's not like Woodley clearly landed the biggest shot, and you could even make a pretty strong argument that the 4th round was the biggest discrepancy in a round.
Yeah.
In Woodley's favor. To me, I really thought he only won the 4th and 8th round. I thought maybe those that 6-7 could have been one of them could have been a coin flip. But I mean, I think he took a step back, and I think he even got humbled by him and realized I'm not ready for it. I think, for example, you bring a couple of UFC fighters who are real, boxing and striking is their number one attribute, like one of the Diaz brothers, like a Masvidal. I think he loses right now for sure. And I think that's why he's saying, I think he's going to take probably a year off and realize I need to really sharpen my tools if I want to box boxers.
I doubt that. I mean, he's going to get back in there and get his money, I think.
I don't think he's going to, I really don't. I think he was humbled by it. I genuinely believe he realized he's smart enough. He's around enough boxing people to realize I'm not ready for the another big jump up.
Here's my
He's
thing.
still a civilian, in my opinion.
Here's my
Yeah,
thing.
I mean,
Like,
a few
if
years.
you're saying, it's going to take 4 or 5,
I'll talk later.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Keep going.
I can't have 1 point. I stayed away from all the boxing. I didn't interfere while he's talking boxing. Marty's point, I think, is you just think he can be competent down the road. And if he takes a little while to get there from a civilian, I have no problem with that. Because boxing is, to me, not interesting. So these guys who sell fights, the more the better. And if he takes a couple years and he can just get to have a competent career, all the best.
Here's my thing. I don't believe the fight was rigged at all. I never believed that. People always say that.
It's not fucking rigged.
People always say that. But I do have questions like, how do you judge who wins round 5, 6, or 7 when neither of them hit the other one?
But I would say
Neither one did anything in 5, 6, and 7.
I would disagree.
You can disagree all you want. That was after round 4. From there, if Jake Paul, who is towering over Woodley, and is landing punches, and that punch is doing 0 damage. He's never really. I don't think Woodley's got a scratch on him today. He didn't do any damage with his punches, despite being hulking over him. Why do I think he's going to beat an actual fighter?
Well, no, that I'm the one saying
I'm
the one saying I don't think he's ready for that. I tweeted last night. I said after the fight, I was like, he's not ready for I think someone who's much more competent in striking and has a real jab would beat him. I said that. After seeing him fight Woodley, I've taken like a half step back on my bullishness on Jake Paul and his boxing acumen, just because I know Woodley is not a great boxer.
So
he's a skilled, experienced fighter.
Jake Paul's not defense because he doesn't need any, but if you just throw out a random boxer, who honestly really wants to, a no-name boxer, but he is a professional boxer, who's going to want to watch that?
If it's Jake Paul, I think now that you've gone through Woodley, now you probably could put Jake Paul in there with a no-name boxer and still sell it.
Tommy Fury,
but not. I don't think the pay-per-views get that crazy.
I think so because the question
Tommy
now.
Fury, he'd beat the shit out of. I don't care what anyone says.
But I don't know about that.
The question now
Beat the
becomes
shit out of?
the question.
I think he'd beat the shit out of him.
I don't think so.
The question now becomes, can Jake Paul beat a boxer? So it doesn't matter who the boxer is. If you put on the card Jake Paul versus a boxer, it's going to sell.
But I think it will sell more with an actual name that Woodley
I think so, too.
definitely sells more. And he's like, well, why would I lose pay-per-views to get more credibility when I already have
So is he just going to keep running UFC guys in there, or does he keep just leveling up?
Depends
that'd be fine, I guess.
The problem with the UFC thing now is a lot of the names that happened was because he got cut. McGregor, I think, could happen at some point, but also McGregor is a much more skilled striker, 1,000,000,000%. But he's so much smaller.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that McGregor would lose. It's just some of these weird matchups now. It's you're getting the size difference is so big that it doesn't even it makes sense money wise, but just the two of them standing next to each other, it's gonna look ridiculous.
It was it was worth the money I spent for it. I thought it was a decent event. That one undercard fight, Montana Love. That was a good ass.
He was
fight.
fantastic.
The girl fight was unbelievable too.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
And we are missing. Jake Paul can sell a fight. He's selling out the
I don't think
Cavs.
we're missing that at all.
No, I'm saying that's
exactly
where
what
it's
you're saying.
that guy can fucking sell out where the Cavs play. Come on now. And he's a fucking YouTube kid and he's fought for 3 years. That's incredible.
I want to get excited about boxing. I don't think they do enough to promote the sport. So I know who Jake Paul is. I know who Logan Paul is. If they're what are going to be big fight nights, then all right, because I'm dying to get into it. So just let me, if they're going to sell it, all right, fine, I'll go with that. Because the sport itself, in my opinion, is doing nothing to make heavyweight fights, big fight. You can't even watch guys coming up. I think ESPN scrapped the Friday night fights.
Canelo, Tyson Fury, Triple
literally,
G.
there's a couple names.
Fair enough.
That Dallas fight got 70,000 people or something.
Yeah, but that's all I know. What?
Because boxing is so worldwide that I think we don't even realize sometimes.
I said it to a friend of mine yesterday too. College football, college basketball, right? Jimmer Fredette, Steph Curry. This before you knew who they were. Carson Strong, who's that guy? The kid Grayson McCall from Coastal Carolina. Casual fans will say, "Oh, where does that kid play?" You still have the ability to watch him. If you want, you can go find Coastal Carolina. Up and coming boxers, I couldn't tell you where to fucking watch them. Non-pay-per-view.
That's a good point.
I'm dead serious, and people are gonna be like, "Well, it's apples and oranges." To me, it's not. No matter what the obscure school is, you can go watch a kid get 40, or you can go watch a kid run for 200. Boxing, you can't find these guys, and I think that's a problem. And I'm dying to watch it. I'm telling you, I want to watch boxing. It's not available. That's a problem as a sport.
I have one thing I want to add on. This may be stepping into a fire, but it has to be said. My Omaha performance is better than Dave's picking performance last night. At least I won 2 or 3 games. He comes there. Look, wait, 0-8. I'm just saying, if you're gonna dish it out, you got to be able to take it.
It was just so funny. The last one they come back, they're all just jackets are off.
No, I mean, I think it's good
sleeves
fun. Hey,
rolled
look,
up,
I thought
ties
Dave
loose
and
in the
Dan
hair
did a
and mess.
phenomenal job on there. I'm just saying that if you're going to dish out the insane amount of heat I took, I mean, at least I won a couple.
We'll give it back.
I am.
Okay.
Oh, 0-8. Damn, at least I won like 3.
Call him out right now.
No,
Mason.
I will.
Come on,
I will.
say
That's what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah.
Hey, you've got
I don't
Skinny jeans wearing fuck.
what I got from them all.
All right, read that ad, please.
All right, let's do it. Cuts Clothing. 5 years ago, Cuts founder Steve Barilli set out to create clothes for every occasion the modern man faces. Since then, Cuts has become the Tesla of t-shirts, hoodies, polos, sweatshirts, and more. From their signature buttery soft pica, pro traveling tees to their cozy hyperloop French terry fabric hoodies, Cuts elevates clothing staples with cutting-edge fabric technology. Get ready and stay ready for any occasion with clothes that combine classic designs, universally flattering fits, and next-level textile technology. This month marks the Cuts 5-year anniversary, and they're doing it big with 2 collection drops, a product launch, and a week-long special event. So go to cutsclothing.com/picks to get 25% off site-wide during their anniversary sale. That's 25% off site-wide at cutsclothing.com/picks.
Za or whoever's running the phone lines, can we just get some descriptions there so I can know what I'm walking into? College football starts. Rico was undefeated over the weekend, although I think everybody here did very, very well.
What a weekend for the pick them, y'all.
Kind of an easy gambling weekend out there.
It was not. Yeah, you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but didn't seem like there was a ton of
Wasn't very deep water.
landmines. There
Week
were
0,
over 4
week
games.
1's the easiest gambling week of all time.
And
You think week 1 is?
week 1 is not.
Oh, yeah.
You think? Well, sure. What are you guaranteeing right now?
Just anything over 25 points, take the favorite.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a lot of them out there this week.
Yeah, there is. I can't wait.
That being said, I gave it out at 55 on Friday, and I think Rico had given it out 55 earlier in the week.
Wednesday.
But when we woke up Saturday morning, by the time I bet it, it was 52.5. And 52.5 over under in Illinois, Nebraska got the blood flowing right immediately. First game of the year. That's why you do this shit. 52.5. The game has a safety. The game plugs along. Looks like it's going way under for about 2 quarters. And then in the third quarter, shit goes crazy. Looks like it's going to go over easily. Then it stops again. And then on 4th down and missed extra point, college kicker.
Wow.
Under 52. Just an electric fucking under 52.5.
Scott Van Pelt tweeted, "The segment writes itself.
Yeah.
Bad beats. It's
Not even-
fucking insane."
It's not even, and I do think it is a bad beat for anybody that had the over. I think the majority of people were on the under. I mean, that's because
By the line move, yeah. That's
it went
first
down.
half unders. That's the way to go if you're
Well,
gonna take
that
under.
barely hit too.
No, it did. No, it was 2-0 with like 2 minutes
Yeah.
left in the first quarter. And then all
That was 2-0 at the end of the first quarter.
yeah. It was, and then
And-
all hell
and-
broke loose in the second.
But on a college football level,
Cancel him.
cancel him.
Have to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fire him.
He has a chance. He has 11 games to pull the car out of the ditch, but my God, 4th year, they look terrible.
And they're in trouble too.
Some guys just jumping up, it just doesn't work out. Like Scott Frost could go back to a UCF type and have a powerhouse. He'd go to Western Michigan and be a fucking legend in the MAC. Sometimes it just, you don't root against guys. Sometimes it just doesn't work out.
He was going home too. Like, this isn't just a guy that got a promotion. This is a guy that got a promotion to go home.
Fair enough. I mean,
no, I'm
Shaka,
agreeing with you.
Guys were ready to Shaka Smart, all-time legend. Shaka Smart's a maybe a mid. Big East isn't a mid-major, but like that, like he's at
A high
Marquette,
mid-major
and
guy, yeah.
he'll get where he's at, and Matt Doherty back in the day at UNC, like he was a guy, and he's the next coach of UNC. I don't think he's coaching fucking high school. Like, it's just the way it goes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out.
Frost wanted to stay at UCF too. Remember how apprehensive he was about it? He knew how
He
good
almost
he
got
had
the
it.
Florida job.
Yeah.
I think it might not work out for Fuente next.
Oh, yeah. Fuente's definitely on the firing line. But he's got a chance to beat North Carolina this week and really pull that iron out. But the big difference in Nebraska, Illinois was Nebraska has a 4th-year quarterback, and the guy is making freshman mistakes that he didn't even make when he was a freshman. The guy has gotten worse under the tutelage of Scott Frost. Nebraska, as a team, Brett Bielema in Illinois, the big mistake fans might make is thinking they're average or decent. They're not. They're a bad
No.
football team.
Right.
They're a really bad football team.
I still think Nebraska's a better team.
They just didn't fuck up. Illinois and Brett Bielema, he goes to his backup quarterback, who was the worst quarterback in the country 2 years ago, and he just says, let's not make mistakes. They don't make any mistakes. And Nebraska makes boneheaded penalties, although I think they got kind of robbed on that one, that roughing the passer that got 30 yards. That was iffy. Nebraska's making dumb penalties. They're dropping the ball on the ground. They're overthrowing people. Like, every mistake you could make, Nebraska made it. The punt returner catching the ball at the 2-yard line and running the end zone. That's, if you're a well-coached team, you don't make that mistake.
That's like a peewee mistake. Like, that was like, I don't know if I've ever seen someone like that. You see ones where they catch it inside the 5, and you're like, what are you doing? I mean, he literally caught it running into the end zone.
Running backwards, and then he got kind of bailed out from how stupid it really was because his knee went down. That may or may not have been a safety because the knee went down, but then he threw the ball out of the end zone. Like, just ridiculous. Everything they did was ridiculous, and this was, I don't know, that's one of the best players too. So whatever.
So one thing that I'm starting to notice on a trend is if you played not so great last year, you did come out flat in week 0. Nebraska,
Yeah.
UConn didn't have a season, got their doors blown
Well,
off.
I don't know.
Great. So do we look at that a little bit, or just put that in the file for week 1? Some teams who were not so great,
So maybe like LSU. Could they fit that? Penn
LSU
State, could they fit that?
they could fit that as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The LSU fits it because this hurricane thing is going to affect everything.
Yeah,
and I liked LSU before, and I'm backing off it for sure. Players are dealing with families, just all that stuff.
Well,
It's not good.
I mean, that's almost a kind of a reason to bet them.
Well, now coming off Katrina, they had these same problems, and they've struggled.
Y'all can bet whatever you want. UCLA is going to beat LSU.
I'm worried
they
about
are.
it. I'm worried about
I
it.
don't think it's going to be very close. The UCLA is going to beat LSU. UCLA is probably a better football team in 2021 than LSU.
Shout out UConn. You guys are the best.
That
So easy.
Oh.
Like, that's the thing.
worried
I
about
can't-
my 2.5.
like, I can't even take a victory lap. But like I said it, like Fresno State has a guy who's going to break school records. UConn didn't have a season. Like, I mean,
They
they're
weren't
just so
even
bad.
close
They're
to scoring
so
the
bad.
points. It was
so bad.
awesome.
And I I had the first half line minus 14.5, and Fresno State got out of the blocks offensively a little slow, but UConn just I'll just drop the ball here. Just have you a pick six, have you a fumble return. They're
best.
just
How about the long
Straight
pass where he
garbage.
just bounced off a guy?
Oh.
Do you see the one? I was actually watching it live. I flipped over because I was so sick of watching the Nebraska game. Literally, they show. I think we might have took a screenshot of it. Literally, he was by himself. There was like a line of like 5 UConn defenders. He somehow just scored. He just bounced off one, just beats them all for a touchdown.
I think it was that picture that said this guy scored on this play, and it's him.
It literally
looking-
was like 4 or 5 guys lined up like this, like a wall.
They're just so
and he
bad.
somehow just beat all of them.
How
by
serious
himself.
do we think that Hainer injury is?
I don't know. I don't know.
He said it was described. I went and looked. A full body cramp is what he said.
Oh, then he should be fine.
Yeah, but it's a little weird. I do know it was
Sounds like a painful thing.
I know. That's
Whole
why I'm
body.
like, yeah. That's an interesting game too because Anthony Brown is now. I'm an Oregon guy. I can't get behind Anthony
They
Brown.
love Anthony Brown. I'm telling
can't
you,
get behind
stunning.
Anthony
Joe-
Brown.
Joe-
Absolutely stunning.
Joe
I
Moorhead-
gotta see something different.
Joe Moorhead, the offensive coordinator, loves Anthony Brown. He identified that guy as his guy the second he got there.
All right.
And they let go Tyler Shuck, who was a good quarterback. Well, a decent quarterback. Now he's at Texas Tech. They're rolling all in with – and I love Fresno plus 20.5 at Oregon, though.
Also, you have the look ahead spot. Now, it's a lot of people are going to jump on me and say you can't have a look ahead in week 1.
I think you can.
So I think I'm going to change the term to a peek ahead.
You didn't change the term at all. That's the same thing.
No.
Same exact thing.
A look is I give you a look. A peek is
glance.
Quick peek.
Oh,
yeah.
a peek is when somebody
Yeah.
walks in that you don't like and you run out and you're speaking.
Quick peek.
Okay.
Quick
all right.
peek. There's a difference.
I think you could work on that a little bit and you come
Okay.
up with a better
Quick,
one.
no, a quick peek.
Just
Actually,
a little.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually didn't hate it.
You like it. I
I didn't hate the
Peek
peek ahead.
I think look ahead.
Just
peek
like not
ahead are the same.
a total look ahead, but just
Peek
a little
ahead.
just
a peek
just
ahead.
throw you off your game. A little
Every
bit.
look isn't a peek, but every peek is a look.
There's a reason that they call it peekaboo. Peekaboo. Like it's not lookaboo. Think of it that way.
Nebraska also
Somehow like that one.
Somehow he pulled this out. I don't know how he did it.
No, I like it now.
true.
The peekaboo got me. Nebraska, that was also, Brandon, you know why? I bet them because I went there.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
We
the
talked about that.
only reason why I was like, yeah, -7.
Dude, we
sure.
were
I didn't
on the
even look.
fucking field at Memorial Stadium. We're looking up 90,000 seats. It's beautiful. Adrian Martinez. I do it every time.
Oh, it's
Adrian,
the same guy.
Adrian Martinez throwing
the
bombs to
ball,
Carl. You're
yeah.
running a 40 against
He looked
Mintz.
cool doing it too. It's
And-
like, oh,
and you look
merch.
You look at all the tradition. There's Heisman's there,
They're telling us they've sold out for the past 90 years.
Yeah.
Like,
and you're thinking, oh, they're gonna roll, and just no.
Not much else to do in Nebraska.
But I
Yeah,
tell
no.
you what, UTSA, they play at Illinois this week. I love UTSA. I think they could beat them.
Oh, they're sneaky pretty good.
I know.
One of the better
And
They
teams.
were
thinking
last year too.
people are gonna say like, oh,
Yeah.
Illinois is like good, not good, but like they beat Nebraska, they should be UTSA.
I mix up all those. Is UTSA the one that has a little bit more potential this year? I know
Yeah.
UTEP's all.
The Roadrunners.
UTSA is taking a
the one
step
with
up,
with a
right?
great running back, Sincere McCormick.
Okay.
He's a fantastic running
UTSA.
back.
How many they catching?
I don't know. I hadn't checked that number yet. Are they playing Thursday or Friday? When are they playing? I don't know.
Short week for.
Oh, we got games. Fucking Thursday. Ohio State, Minnesota, or it's
Plus,
Thursday night.
They're +6 on Saturday.
+6.
What?
I mean,
I think you got to take them
you
on the
got to
money
pick them to
line.
win the game.
They got to take them on the money line.
That makes it even better.
+6.
That makes it almost even better to take them.
Yeah, Ohio State, Minnesota is Thursday. UCF, Boise is Thursday. I think Tennessee and Bowling Green maybe is Thursday. I don't know the full schedule Thursday just off the top of my head. But
South Florida, NC State, East
Yeah.
Carolina, App State, Bowling Green, Tennessee. Yeah, Ohio State. Yep. Friday night, North Carolina v Tech.
College should have had, and maybe they can change this in the future. They should have had a Sunday night game. Doesn't have to be a great game, but
You mean every week?
nope.
This week?
With that week, week 0.
Week 0.
They should have had a Sunday night game.
I was sitting there yesterday thinking there should be a college football game on
like
right now.
the preseason Sunday night game. I guess those, they don't need a Was there even a preseason game last night? It was.
No, they all ended before.
Okay,
before
fine.
that. I think the Bengals Dolphins
even
was
tell
like
you.
4.
I take that even farther. So this week we got a Sunday night, Notre Dame, Florida State. The Labor Day Sunday, when NFL starts next week,
Yes.
should have an all-day triple header. We got so many games Saturday. If you did a noon, a 3:30, and then the night game, look at the ratings. They're
I
missing out
also
on.
agree.
There's so many.
Gonna watch that.
Who do you guys play in week 2? You play
Yeah, Austin P.
you play Monday night against Louisville.
Yeah, but play like Austin P week 2. I mean, bye basically.
All right. Oh, I gotta put F's in the chat. I just got kicked out of the chat. F's in the chat. F's TJ.
They're aware.
Okay, good. I don't know how we have F's in the chat means the chat's gone down or the show's gone
It
down.
means that our internet, New York City internet, is.
It's amazing how bad our internet is here.
Yeah. You guys I'm just going to throw it out there. You guys do whatever you want to with it. The Mets.
Awesome.
Thumbs down.
I think I actually have a good take on it.
Thumbs down.
Tell me if I'm wrong. So I said this before, but I'm okay with Javier Baez and the Mets doing that.
Okay.
No reason to tell the media, because how amazing would it be if the Mets start winning and they're going like this and all their fans are doing this, and that's pretty much the Mets trolling their own fans in the clubhouse, being like, hey, fuck the fans, and like, but you don't need to tell them what they're doing.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
That's the mistake
That's
have.
the mistake.
Why did
and,
he do it?
Well, the
Agreed.
biggest mistake is releasing a statement like it
know
was a
that.
blog, like.
Especially in a contract year.
And I said,
That was
it,
stupid.
can you imagine?
It just got there.
I no, but I also don't like. Buster only said it like that's hurting Baez's like free agency. Like I actually don't think it is.
I think it does a little bit.
I don't think. I
Well, I
don't
think it does
anyone's-
specifically for the Mets, which
Well, the Mets
they-
are good, yeah.
But I'm saying they traded for you like they were. If he hadn't done that, they probably would have been the team that re-signed him. Now I feel like you can't.
It
Yeah.
is bold to come to a team, a new city, and be there for less than a month and just start leading this movement.
That's
right
what
here.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you can't. They traded for you on a contract year. That means they probably were going to sign you.
Well, Lindor is like
That's
behind.
not-
it, like,
Also,
pe-
friends
they're-
with Lindor. That sets up. That was
Well,
the goal.
I think
set up the
that's
middle of the
probably what was the biggest part of it because he's just been getting roasted all year.
Right.
It's crazy that literally, I swear, if I don't think any of this happens if Frank doesn't exist or do what he does.
You think Frank's spearheading this?
I genuinely believe that. I swear to God.
Can you imagine that
I
statement?
swear to God,
that
in my
statement
heart, I
comes
They would
out?
just be a
that.
regular organization.
Not even that. It's just like this whole the thumb. Like I think Javi Baez does not do that thumbs down if Frank the Tank does not do what he does. I swear to God, I believe that.
That statement comes out, and at the end just goes #Frank is right would be unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Frank was right. They're terrible.
But no matter what, there's no reason for a statement to come out.
No, the mistake was telling anybody what it was. You're
Sure,
right.
but
They should have had
Are
their
you
own
talking about the
laugh.
statement from Baez or the statement from the
From
ownership?
Ownership. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I have more of a
Baez,
problem
No,
with
Baez
Baez.
fucked up, but ownership, like saying that, like the fans, like just let it go. Don't say anything.
Well, now ownership has picked a side and basically said the
Exactly.
fans are right, which kind of fucks your own players. And
No,
also,
it doesn't kind of fuck them. It fucks them.
fair, and also allows the fans now to do whatever they want.
But
Like,
that's why you don't
what's,
say
know,
anything. The fans are always going to do what they want.
Right.
It doesn't matter if ownership sides with the fans.
Right.
They're going to keep coming to the games.
That
They're gonna
being
start
said,
throwing
you're
shit, like
you're a Major League Baseball player. You got to deal with being booed. It's maybe you shouldn't. Maybe it stinks. Maybe we live in a bad society. I don't know. But you're paid millions of dollars and you're playing in a big city that likes to voice their opinion. You're going to get booed every now and then.
It's frustrating. I
Stinks.
understand.
Yeah.
But troll the fans without telling them.
just
right.
Could you
I
imagine people in the stands going like this and they don't even know they're fucking
Yeah,
trolling
I-
themselves?
Bobby did this and
love
they
it
went
if
9
he
in a
didn't
row.
tell them. I would love it if he didn't tell them. You're right. It's
Yeah.
hilarious. They could laugh their whole way. Let's say they turn it around, and then at the end they're like, "Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that was like an inside
that-
joke. Like
yeah.
that's funny."
that
Like,
being said, though, if you are doing this to say "fuck you" to the fan,
He tried to put a blindfold over everybody, being like, the Mets have changed. We're changing everything. We got Lindor. We went and got Baez. No, you are a joke organization, and you can't get out of it. There's no way of getting out of your own way.
scrap the black jerseys, by the way, for this year. Bring them back next year. Start fresh. Scrap them this year. I'm pretty sure they're over in the black jerseys.
by the way, Stanton hasn't homered for 2 fucking days.
Brutal.
2 fucking days.
It's
Can we
fucking-
cut this guy?
He's hitting nukes, though.
What else we got? Little League World Series.
Yeah.
So both teams that were in the third place game actually
never lost.
went through unbothered.
Now, I play it up on Twitter, but I get it. I mean, in order for them to have these TV games and to have the games on TV, it needs to be a modified double elimination. But by the same token, they fuck the kids.
Right.
So, like, I get it.
Well,
and
that
I'm going to
happens
play
in
it up.
Pennsylvania from time to time.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, don't condone it, but they do. I mean, that's what it is. It's they say modified double elimination. Like, I don't know, figure it out. Maybe start a little bit earlier, give a break in between. Don't have the championship on Saturday, Sunday. Like, it's gonna hurt your ratings, but is it really breaking ratings numbers anyway? I don't. They want it so that more people could travel to it. I don't really know. Either way, it's a fucking asshole organization.
You know, I don't like the Little League World Series, but without the international teams, it felt not special at all this year. It felt like just really small.
There's a lot of doormat though international teams like Australia, Canada.
Yeah, but you always have the
Italy,
old
Chinese
Taipei.
Taipei.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so there's only really 2 of them. They should have flown them in for the day.
Japan, Chinese Taipei.
Yeah.
Isn't Mexico usually pretty good?
Mexico's pretty good. I'm trying to think there's another one. Curaçao's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Usually, so but they're for all that, like the other ones suck, but
Wow, terrible joke, people. That was a fantastic joke. Don't be a bitch. It was a terrific joke. If Marty wasn't his phone, he would have laughed his ass off.
Yeah.
Marty, tell me what the joke was.
Nah.
All right, I guess we can get some calls.
It's a little hot in here today.
It is hot in here today. It's usually the cold
AC's broken.
in the whole office or just in here.
I believe the whole office.
stay hot, Pete.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Literally, stay
Good,
hot.
good
Pete.
stuff.
it's classic.
Now I'm going to think about it and get hotter.
Yeah, I
No.
didn't. If you hadn't said
wasn't
that,
gonna
I would have
said
been
it.
fine.
And now I'm gonna start profusely sweating
Because I did wear
Yeah, you're wearing.
I wore a lot today.
You're wearing fall outfit.
I wore a fall outfit because I thought it was gonna be like 72.
That's like end
something.
of October.
No, that you woke up and didn't see. It was like gloomy out, and then it was actually. I did.
No,
the same
I
thing.
checked the weather and it was like the high on Thursday is supposed to be like 72. It's gonna be perfect, kind of early fall. And I was like, oh, it's time. And I just jumped the gun on it.
Yeah.
That's when your wife tells you put on something nice. We're going apple picking. You know you're gonna take 1-2 pictures, but you want to be comfortable. That's a fall outfit.
I haven't done no Chinese Taipei. Thomas Marshall was not the best team on Little League Baseball for NES. No, it wasn't. Mexico was the best team. They had Paco. Paco was the best player in the game.
Forgot about Paco.
Paco was incredible. Come on, don't be talking about Little League Baseball on the NES if you're going to say Chinese Taipei. It's like saying the fucking Japanese Robins were the best team on Baseball Stars. No, it's the American Dreams. Come on, fucking idiots around here. Y'all want to take some calls or talk college football? What do you want to do? Rico, how you doing?
Calls.
Calls? Okay.
I was thinking calls.
Rico might not be here in 2 days. He's saying.
Does your contract really end?
2 days. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
2 days. So this might be it.
This could be it.
Huh. You
Three
definitely-
presidencies all down to this.
I love when he does
Oh.
that face.
It is what it is.
Could be the end of an era.
Fought in the wind.
Fart in the wind. Yeah.
They'll fill the seat without even doubting it. You
Yeah.
will.
Oh,
Change the
so I
law.
certainly will. The second you're gone, I'll just move on with my life immediately.
That's life. I know how it is.
Yeah.
Enjoy
know-
what you got. Live
You
in the
don't matter to
moment.
me at all.
Live in the moment.
I do have a question. Big Ev, don't answer right away. Ohio State minus 14 is like the easiest thing in the world. No,
It's a little too easy,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's suckery.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
it's a little
saying.
suckery.
But I think
thought
it's
Nebraska
suckery.
was suckery
I think
too,
it's
but Ohio
suckery.
State's good though.
I think it's suckery, but you just have. There's no way you can comfortably say I want to bet on Minnesota that game.
I'll give you devil's
Have to.
advocate, right? And I'm telling you right now, I'm backing Ohio State because I do think they're going to win the national championship. Even if Minnesota hangs in it and Ohio State's defense is not what it is.
Hey, Dave.
What's up?
Great job last night, Dave.
Good job. Here we go.
What? He can join the show whenever
He
he
can
wants.
join whatever he wants. What's up?
He's got a
I'm just
standing
saying.
invite.
Well, you had the smirk.
Well, Friday night, Rough and Rowdy, great show.
Awesome.
Weekend night, wish I was in Montauk. Flew to Cleveland. I love that city. You know, did the walkthroughs, weigh in Saturday, weekend. Sunday, showtime. We were on the pay-per-view, Dan and I, all-day affair. Sunday night, which is the house in Montauk. Today's Monday.
You flew back at like 2 a.m., right?
I think I got in my bed at 4 a.m. this morning. 4 a.m. Board meeting, though. In half an hour, I got to go talk to Westy, NFL season. But I do it for you boys. And I don't let any personal law blows or anything like that get in the way of leading from the front. That's all I got.
We appreciate that, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Good stuff. Rico, thoughts?
He's the boss.
He said he had the smirk all the way down the fucking hall.
I've never met someone that gets such enjoyment out of that.
Yeah,
Bet you.
it's-
That smirk is so funny.
Can I just say one thing, Rico?
I don't even know what I was saying.
Can I
Oh, well, I had something on Minnesota.
Can I just say one thing about Friday? It is crazy that you did the ZD sauce thing on Wednesday and then weren't here Friday.
Yeah, but you knew
You
it.
should have waited to
You
do
knew I
the,
couldn't get Friday.
but you should have waited to do the ZD sauce thing on which you were going to be here on Friday.
Well, okay. That just it delays it even further, and then you're
To back
2
up
months out of
Rico for a
contract.
second.
But you gave
who-
him an
Yeah,
out.
fair enough.
I'll give you a little credit to yourself. Who in this company has their contract negotiation on shows?
No, I don't think anyone.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's like no one has to put up with that embarrassment.
Did you get talked into doing that, or did,
Oh, yeah. No, I mean I needed to talk to Dave for a month. I didn't see him much of August, and then I was like, "Yeah, you got 15 minutes." He's like, "Not really." And then Dan always kind of knows.
You can never ask
What's
for
up?
15 minutes though. You just gotta.
It only would have taken
2
10.
minutes.
Exactly.
You got a
don't-
second.
You just say you got a second,
All right, fine.
then it turns into.
Well, I had a lot to say.
well, Rico's not here every day. He doesn't really know.
Yeah,
how to do
right.
these things.
Fair enough. So, yeah, Dan was like, "Well, let's just do it now," and that was what it
Well,
was.
it was the opportunity. You had the boss man, you had the client, and you had your agent.
exactly
all in one place.
Right? Yeah, it's one. You know,
All under one roof and one.
But
one room.
technically, it did go well for you that day.
it seemed like
That
it did.
day it was trending well. But here's the thing: the most important thing you can do in your line of work is produce winners, right?
right?
So even though you no-showed Friday, you went 4-0. You guys are going to walk in that room on Wednesday. Everybody's going to be feeling good.
Right.
So you can have that ZD sauce discussion again.
Yeah, we'll see. I was told not to bring it up again, so we'll see what happens. I guess that's Wednesday.
Not bring up the ZD and the sauce.
Right.
Maybe the breadsticks.
Yeah, I would like a couple breadsticks, salad. Back to Minnesota.
You 1,000% are going to be bringing ZD.
Dan
on
will bring it
Wednesday,
up.
aren't
Doesn't
you?
matter.
Oh, yeah,
No,
it's
like
good.
you're
Oh,
gonna-
he's bringing the
It's
food.
not.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the last day.
Right.
That's win or go home.
Speaking of, we haven't had the salad in a while. If you want to bring that on in.
Well, we'll see how it goes. If I have more discretionary funds in my wallet, I will more than likely bring. Plus, that's a write-off. That's a tax write-off. So I can bring in the salad.
So if you make more money, you can do something nice for us that doesn't cost you any money in the end.
Everybody eats. Minnesota. No matter how you feel, while it does seem suckery to take Ohio State, and if Minnesota, if their offense and Ohio State's defense is struggling early, no matter what, at some point in the third quarter, do you want to be the guy holding Minnesota plus 14 or 14 and a half, whatever it is, and Ohio State is scoring on 3-play drives, breaks another one, Olave goes deep, Wilson goes deep, and they just look way better than you, and you're like, fuck, how could I ever? Because to me, even still a close game in Minnesota's eyes, still I think Ohio State can cover.
Now,
Them playing good, Ohio
I
State
think
has enough to win by
I-
17 in a bad game.
I think the way to bet it is the total. I think Ohio State scoring, they're going over 50.
Okay.
I believe that. And I think
What's the number?
Ohio State's
Like
defense
65?
65 and a half. So Ohio State's defense is also the question mark of their team. Like, Can I get 21 to 28 maybe out of Minnesota? Maybe 30?
I think
yeah.
so.
The
I think you
the
can.
one issue I've got with Minnesota, they got experience at quarterback. Other than Bateman, their receiving core was dust last year. Can they exploit Ohio State's secondary weakness with their playmakers seem kind of weak?
They have maybe the best running back in the country,
Yeah.
but is that going to help against because Ohio State's strength will be against the run?
Yeah,
and
it's all
getting after
about
the passer.
exploiting their back seven.
You know, I think Ohio State's going to score a lot. And I think Minnesota is good for 25, 20, 28 in this game. Like, I see it being like a 45, 27, kind of game.
I realized the other day, it was on Twitter. I didn't really realize it, but it just is striking. Do you know where top 5 teams in the country, okay? Where is Alabama starting quarterback from? What state?
California.
Where is Clemson starting quarterback from?
Trinity League, California.
Where is Ohio State starting quarterback from?
California, sir.
Where is
Georgia
starting quarterback?
California.
And where is Oklahoma starting quarterback? Arizona.
Arizona.
All right there in the Pac-12 footprint. 4 of them in California. Also Brock Purdy from Arizona for number 7 team in the country.
That's tough.
This is a regional sport because players have to go where the fans and the money are. I saw that crowd in the Rose Bowl the other day, and it's just embarrassing. The Pac-12 could be one of the best leagues in the country if they cared at all, or even a little bit. If they cared to have crowd support, if they cared to have money, if they cared to have all these things, they could be the best league in the country because they live where the quarterbacks are and just can't do it.
I'm going to give you one more.
Who is it?
Carson Strong is from Vacaville, California. Now, while he might not have been a 5-star, it goes to show me that you still can't find diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, they're still
You're missing on the stars, and you're also missing on the potential.
Even-
The Pac-12's fucked up.
even below the star level. There's gems to be found in
Yep.
California. It's almost like
You let future first rounders slip to the
Without
Mountain
a doubt.
West.
Yeah,
The
right.
Trinity League out there is the best high school in the country, and that's where most of those quarterbacks come from that league.
I guess we can go ahead and do the picks. Marty Mush, you've had your best month since I've ever known you. So I will allow you to go first.
How many units you down have?
4.
You guys should do a head-to-head tomorrow if it's tied. Like you and Big Cat
We'd have to
did.
have a hell of a day to tie it.
Like that Big
Yeah.
Cat.
I mean,
Today's a big swing day.
But 2 days, 4 units
No,
in 2
all it
days
has
is
to
nothing.
be.
We're
All
on
it has to be is
opposite
he loses
sides of-
2 and he wins 2.
Okay, so lose 2 today. You win 2, and that way we're in
And
good
you
shape.
guys have to bet the board
sides of
tomorrow.
one thing today, I think.
Are we?
Yeah, I have the well, we'll see. I'm on the today. I'm on the New York Yankees. They're playing the Angels. They're coming off of a they didn't even play bad. They just didn't really get to hit. The Padres -1.5, and I got the Brewers money line. I love the Brewers money line today. The Brewers have been hot. People aren't even really talking about the Brewers, I feel like. And Burns is ridiculous, and I think they're going to beat the shit out of Cueto.
-175. You're not just gonna give me a run line there?
You
or
know, to be
something?
honest, can I didn't. The line wasn't out when it came yet.
All right.
Can I give a Yankees -1.5?
Sure.
Because that's just insane. 175.
Go ahead. All right, so Big Ev, you go second.
All right, so 5 baseball plays today. We got the Tigers money line at home at 2:00. Casey Mize on the mound. So I got
Look at him getting aggressive over here.
Oh, big time! I know.
Got
I
to.
know I am.
Losses. No, yeah, I
I have
respect
to.
that.
I'm going for broke. I get the Braves money line. I just think getting 175 on them against the Dodgers. I'll take a shot there. The Rangers at home against the Rockies. Rockies on the road. I'm fading them. And the Giants, they're at home. I know Burns is on the mound for the Brewers. I get it. Cueto on the mound for the Giants. They're still just a great baseball team. Yesterday they sat Posey. They sat Chris Bryant. They should be back in the lineup today. I'll always take the Giants plus money at home.
So you could actually, my card was actually buried within Ev's. My entire card was in Ev's card. I like the Braves money line on the road. I like I can get the best team in baseball plus money at home. Please, just give it to me. Sorry, I will blindly take that every time. And I'm fading the Rockies on the road as well. Rangers money line plus 130. So mine's all plus money. I'm trying to gain a little ground. Maybe I'll gain on Marty. I won't gain anything on Ev because he's got, I guess if he lost the other 2, I could. There it is. So, Ben Mintz.
I got Toronto by a 1.5. I took Milwaukee on the road. The Padres, I want to switch to laying a 1.5 and not lay that ridiculous 186. I want to switch that at Arizona.
What did you guys just not come? Did you guys not look at the lines today?
Yankees.
I had a moment where I
play
panicked.
late.
I panicked too. I forgot they were due at 10:30 as I was taping the Fantasy Football Factory pod, and I glanced down very quickly.
Yes, chat. I know that JT
Hastily.
Daniels started at USC, but he's still the quarterback at Georgia. He's still from California. Sorry,
And he left.
He just is. it doesn't change the facts.
USC screwed up this whole Cali thing more than anybody. They had a lock on it
Yeah.
completely with Pete Carroll. And even if they would have kept O, I don't know if they would have been like national championship level, but he would have done better than Clay Helton.
Rico, you like Blue Jays money line?
No.
All right, give it
You
to me.
act like I'm fucking. You're taking the Yankees every day.
Give me your card.
You
Rico.
want fucking value? I'm taking the fucking Diamondbacks.
Just relax.
Taking the Diamondbacks today. Everybody's on the
I thought
Padres.
you liked the minus 330.
I do if I could. Risk 52 to win fucking 16. I'll take that. I think actually the Padres, after a while, maybe the Padres aren't as good as we think. I'm going to back the Diamondbacks. Also, the Padres pitcher, I don't love Paddock. Phillies money line, I think it's a situational spot. It's game 1 of the series. I know everyone's saying they're dead. Somebody said they're dead. They're 4.5 back. Braves go to the Dodgers. At the end of these 3 games, Philly could have picked up 2 more, and now all of a sudden they're only 2.5 out. The Rays, minus 136. Luis Patino at home has a 2.10 ERA instead of a 2.692 on the road. His splits are really good. I'm going to take the Rays and a home run prop. And Henio Suarez against Leicester has 16 hits.
You want to give that first name a run again?
And Henio.
He looked it up for 20
I looked it
minutes
up
this
for 20
morning, so
minutes.
I don't,
You're
could
just
be
not
wrong.
close.
How do you say it?
Eugenio?
You Henio? All right.
Not in there. You put an N in the first syllable.
And Henio.
And Henny, there's not an
Thought
N
that's how
there.
you say it. I went and watched a clip. I know who he is, but I don't know how to say his first name. He's got 6 homers against Leicester of his 16 hits, plus 350. I'll take a Yabo prop, please.
So DJ2 in the chat keeping me accountable. He says, Brandon, did you bet the Jags over yet? It was over 7. I agree with Mark when he called in, and I was going to place it. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, no, I'm not. I didn't bet it, and I've decided not to bet it, and I will tell you why. I was going to bet it when New Jersey went live. I knew it was coming. I was going to be able to do it in Jersey, and you can call me scared. You can call me what. I will let you replace it. Give me any other future you'd like me to place. The Jags looked so bad in the preseason. ETN went out. I don't believe in Nemeyer at all anymore. I now think that bet's terrible, and I'm not going to bet it. I said I was going to bet it because I loved it then. If I had bet it then, I would just had to write it out, but I can't do it. You can give me another one, man.
They
Give me
look
another
good.
one.
They look good this weekend.
They look better. Yeah.
Lawrence
They
looked
better.
really good when he was in. When they had the starters in, they looked very good.
No,
against
I'll say
Cowboys.
all that, and then they'll end up winning 9.
I still like them. I'm not letting preseason scare me.
But that's not a heel turn. It's just like, if I'd have been able to bet it that day, I would have bet it that day, and then it gave me 2 weeks to weigh all the negatives and positives. Fuck it. I guess I'll just put it in. Fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna put it in. I'll bet it today. I'll have the card.
Trust your first instinct.
Yeah, I'll just
I
bet
think
it
we'll be
tomorrow.
all right.
I'll just bet it tomorrow. Fine. No integrity. Is that no integrity?
No.
That's integrity.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you said it. If you didn't set, it's
Yeah, that's integrity. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll either bet it or I won't. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Rico, how's life going?
It's all right.
If these are the last 2 days, if this is the last day we ever see you, man, it's been average.
Thanks.
I'm excited to be with all the boys on Saturday.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
We haven't had it in a while. I'm excited.
There's so many
for
big
it.
games too. That's really even more that obviously just that it's back is gonna be awesome. But there is a ton of big time games
Like
on
the
Saturday.
Big Ten starting with conference play. Man.
That's we got
Yeah, Penn State, Wisconsin,
Indiana,
defined
Iowa,
both seasons.
Indiana, Iowa, Penn State, fucking Wisconsin, Georgia, Clemson,
LSU, UCLA, so interesting.
We got a
got
full slate. on
Louisiana,
Thursday.
Texas is a great game.
Yeah, we got 10 games Thursday and 10, maybe 6 or 8 on Friday. And Friday it's got UNC Vatek, which is one of the best games of the week.
That is a great Friday night game.
We have 16 games on Thursday.
Thursday night, Boise State UCF is fantastic.
Yeah, great game.
Is it
Gus Malzahn
Is it
here to
always
start.
like this?
No.
No,
I don't think
right?
This is the
Thursday's
most
been
loaded
that
Thursday
sassy.
we've had.
16 games on Thursday is beautiful.
I mean, they're
you
usually
might as well
I'm saying usually they're between 5, 7,
Not gonna
maybe
be here
8.
either.
16's a lot.
on Thursday.
No, we're doing this like Muggsy thing
Where are you going?
Thursday. I don't know what it is.
Ohio State plays Thursday.
I'm pissed. It was supposed to be Wednesday, and then we had a misscheduling because we do our first college football show on Wednesday, and it got moved to Thursday. So it's actually I think it's in Staten Island.
Friday.
I still don't even know what I'm doing. I just know I was summoned for this Muggsy ad that I need to be there for. So.
Friday night.
Company man.
Friday
That's what
night.
it is.
Pay attention.
Friday night ad?
No, it's
No.
Thursday during the day.
I was transitioning from his announcement to my announcement. Sorry. Friday night. Be looking out. 6 o'clock Eastern time. Could be dropping something for you. Could be dropping.
We are doing a show Friday. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
We streaming from the house on Thursday and Friday. I assume we probably are.
Rico, is Friday on the contract today?
I'm in.
Yeah, football Friday.
And I'll be there Saturday.
He said Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. Should I say the rest part? You basically said, I'm not missing again.
You're right. Can't have the
Pillars of the week.
Well, that's what happens in 2 days.
Trying to think of how I can say it without.
Why do
saying
you ever care how you say anything?
What do you wash yourself off with in the shower?
Soap,
And then if you're
Washcloth?
not allowed somewhere, can't have those people coming in.
jail. Don't drop the soap.
Think on that one.
Just fucking say it.
Have a good weekend.
We
It's
get
Monday. Yak next.